Bryce and Freda live in a friendly building.
He dated the landlord.
A very friendly building.
They had sex in the elevator.
Since their relationship is having its ups and downs,
Freda's a sexual tease.
I'm being myself, I just don't put out.
we introduced Bryce to someone new.
We go out, she starts talking dirty, and she was like, let's go to the hot tub. I thought she was awesome.
After Freda shows another man her wild side.
She wants to run around naked.
Will these two stay together or have a change of heart?
Thank you very much. I'm Chris Jagger. Welcome to Change of Heart. This is a show where couples who've reached a crossroads in their relationship voluntarily go on one blind date with someone new. And we're going to meet their dates later, but first let's meet our couple. Now, they met in the elevator of their apartment complex 4 months ago, and I guess we could say their relationship has been on the rise ever since. Please welcome Bryce Johnson and Freda Banks. Welcome. Now, you're both on the show today because you admitted that your relationship, I guess, had some ups and downs in it.
Absolutely.
But Freda, we're going to start with you. If you had to describe one thing that you like about Bryce, what would it be?
His skin. He's got the most beautiful, milky, yummy skin. He's got a great body, too.
Milky, yummy skin.
Milky!
All right, Bryce, tell us about your first date with Freda, how that went.
Well, I was getting ready to go to the gym. It was around like 10 o'clock at night. The next thing I know, I hear a doorbell. I open the door. Frida's standing there in a bikini. So she's like...
I had a robe over a bikini.
Couldn't see the robe. But she was like, let's go to the hot tub. So I was like, well, I skipped the gym, and obviously you can see why, you know what I mean?
Well, I can imagine so.
Absolutely.
Something like that showing up at 10 o'clock, why not? Freda, now you both live together in the apartment complex. Is that a good thing?
No.
Because...
He dated the landlord. The love of his life.
Uh-huh.
You know, they had sex in the elevator, on the
Whoa, hey!
And he talks about her all the time. Like, she made him so happy.
She can't get over it.
Blah,
She,
blah,
you know,
blah.
I think she
He
wants
talks
to...
about her
I was
all
saying,
the
Bryce
time.
tells you these things that he did it in the elevator?
I think she wants to do it in the elevator, you know? I don't know, I sense a little jealousy there, you know?
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
like Melrose Place or
no,
something gone
okay.
bad.
That's what I'm saying.
It is. That's what we call our building.
Bryce, what's Freda like when you guys are getting romantic?
Freda's a sexual tease. It's like... Nah, so she wears these great outfits and she shows off her awesome body, but it's like she starts talking dirty and she starts talking dirty, and
No.
it's like, well, it's like when I want to start doing the dirty stuff, it's like,
he's
well,
the one who talks dirty. He is
no,
like one of the dirtiest.
you know, she sends me home with a cold shoulder. You know, she's like, well, I'm going to bed.
Because
Get out.
I tease, but I don't. That's not a bad thing. I'm being myself. I just don't put out.
You know,
He likes promiscuous
that's what
women. He does. He gets mad at me because I'm a good girl. And he gets mad at me.
It's 4 months. I figure, you know, we've been together long enough. You know, I don't know. I want to be affectionate. You know, I want to.
Gotcha.
You could be affectionate
All right,
without.
Freda, let me ask you, what's the most disappointing thing you learned about Bryce in the last 4 months?
He doesn't challenge me enough mentally.
Oh, please.
He doesn't.
Bryce, coming up
I can
short.
count on one hand.
Oh, come on.
Yes, the like
She's in a
serious.
real world, you know what I mean?
The like serious conversation we've had where it's like there's like a, you know, we're really getting into it. There's like a spiritual, some kind of a connection. They're not very
Just
often.
not there.
The
You
first
don't
night
feel
we
that.
talked for like 4 hours. It's like, you know, I've never done that before.
That was
you
one
know?
of like 3 nights where it was like something
Yeah,
that was really...
I guess I'm out of stuff to say, good stuff to say.
All right, Freda, tell us about Bryce's personality. How would you categorize it?
He's totally super hyper all the time, never mellow. Like even in like a time where it'd be intimate and soft and quiet, and like maybe something's gonna happen, he's just like this like huge outrageous.
Because there is no intimate moments with her. It's like, you know. No, I mean, you know.
He's always spazzing.
You do it
Anyways.
yourself. I mean, I'm
All right,
good.
Bryce, what does she nag you about? What's the one thing
She
that
says I
bugs you?
party too much, and it's like because she doesn't drink, she doesn't smoke, she doesn't do anything that's like
Is
not
that
healthy.
bad? Is
Well,
that
that's good.
bad?
No, yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
But
There's a small part
And,
that's
no,
mattering.
I'm not flawless. I live.
but I like
don't
to go, I like to
excess.
go out. I like to go to a club, and I like to dance,
drunk.
and I have like maybe 2 drinks.
Yeah, but she bags on you about
Yeah,
that.
she's like,
Okay.
okay, you're a
You
boozer.
do not have
I'm
2
like,
drinks.
"That's 2 drinks.
He comes to my house and drinks up all my dad's liquor. Is that 2 drinks?
That's not well, you know.
Freda, tell us why you thought this was a good time that the two of you should go on separate dates.
I just think we've come to a point where I need to either accept him and everything about him or move on. I think you either accept someone the way they are or you go out there and meet other people.
Okay, and you obviously both had a chance to meet some other people, so we'll find out what happens here. It seems that Bryce and Freda do have some problems that need ironing out. Now, when we come back, we're going to meet those people that they dated, and we'll find out, will they stay together or are they going to have a change of heart? Stay tuned. Welcome back to Change of Heart. We're here with Freda and Bryce. Now, Bryce says he's looking for a woman who's going to stick to him like glue, won't turn him on, then turn him away, and won't preach to him about the partying that he likes to do. So we matched him up with a woman who says she's always standing by her man and has never, ever been called a tease. Please welcome Marissa Kaplan. Frida, let me ask you, who do you think is more Bryce's type, you or Marissa?
She definitely is. She's lighter, blonde hair. He loves that kind of thing.
Bryce, tell us about your initial reaction when you first saw Marissa.
Well, I knew she was going to be cute, but when I opened the door, I was like, because she had like this red crop top on, like this black mini skirt. Frida doesn't wear skirts. So she had the sexiest
I wear
legs.
shorts.
And I think
Recently.
I thought she was awesome. She just is very attractive.
And Marissa? And Marissa, your first reaction, your legs go a little shaky, those sexy legs he's talking about?
Yeah. I opened up the door, and his body was just incredible. And I think what really turned me on, his eyes and those lashes. Oh my God, those lashes and that smile, everything about him. He's just a beautiful guy.
Okay. Now, besides his look, Marissa, were there any other hints that you guys were going to hit it off right away?
Well, actually, I have a Rottweiler, and he's really intuitive, and he knows a good guy over a bad guy.
Right.
And right away, when I opened up the door, he came up to Bryce, gave him his paw. They were on the floor for about 10, 15 minutes playing with each other. It was really cute. So I could see the personality, and I knew that we were going to hit it off.
Anything negative, though, Bryce, that you thought?
No, no, it all kind of clicked.
How about
it all
for
clicked
Marissa?
together.
He said there was like an uncomfortableness between them. Like a...
Did you sense that,
Yes,
Marissa?
Is she allowed to say all this stuff?
No, the only thing was that we went out after dinner, and I met this girl, and I found out later that that was his ex-girlfriend.
That's the landlord.
So I knew that. Yes,
She
I
met
knew
the
that there was
landlord.
something that was a
She was
little
there.
odd, but no, I mean, he was really great. I never
She
felt
was there,
intimidated at all.
yeah,
or
he told me.
So that creeped you out a little bit then?
I just knew something was a little
All right.
awkward.
Bryce, who made all the plans for the date?
Well, she did. She was great about it. She's like, I want to go horseback riding. I want to do this. And I love a girl who's decisive. She knew exactly what she wanted to do.
I'm decisive.
It sounded fun to me, but
I make all the decisions for us. I'm the one who always calls
well,
you
it's like it's just we can't go anywhere really. I mean, we can't go to a club. We can't go anywhere to eat at either like Kookaroos or
you don't invite me. He takes me to Kookaroos, Taco Bell, or
She
Jack
can't
in the
eat
Crack.
anything. All she can
Oh, big time's out there, Bryce. Bryce, what did you do with
He took me out
Marissa?
to a nice meal.
Well, we went horseback riding in Malibu Canyon. It was so awesome.
it
It
was
was romantic. It was perfect.
Why
It was
didn't
like,
you ever take me
Except the
horseback
girl-
riding?
except
We
for-
talked about horseback riding when we first met, and you never have taken me.
well, I just
Marissa, did you plan some food somewhere along the way?
Yes, we went to a great restaurant in Malibu for sushi, and I think I scared him at first because I think I ate more than you did.
It was great.
I
I love to
appetite.
eat. She loves to eat.
I
She was
love
picking at my
sushi.
food. Yeah, but she can't eat the rice. I mean, she'll like eat the sushi and give me the rice. She's like, okay, I can't eat that part. This girl was like,
Well,
da, 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 da,
no,
da,
I am
da,
this
da.
piggy.
Hey, there's
I
a
was
huge
eating,
negative.
she
You
was
can't eat
eating.
the rice.
I can eat all kinds of other stuff.
She
I
can't. She
chow.
can have like tofu and salad, and that's
I
And-
can have anything, like chicken, tofu. I can eat all kinds of sushi. I just don't eat the rice. That's the only thing.
well, she ate everything, and I eat everything, and I like a girl who likes food. I
All
like.
right, besides the food here,
You know?
Bryce, did you have anything to suggest for this date? It seems like Marissa was doing all the planning.
Yeah, we went to
He
go
never
see.
plans.
I plan. I'm a
No,
good
he
planner.
planned. He's a good planner.
We
He
went to
is.
go see a band that was in my building. We went to this great club in Hollywood, and we saw the band. We had an awesome time. It was great music, and it was a little loud, so we decided to, go get some coffee afterwards, settle down, and
And where'd you
talk a
take her
little
to
bit.
get coffee?
I took her to the Coffee Bean, which is, Frida goes there a lot.
Frida was
Petition thing.
complaining earlier that you party too much. Did Marissa have a problem with your partying?
Absolutely not. We were talking about the clubs she likes to go to, the clubs I like to go to. I love to dance. We've never been dancing. I can
That's
tell.
not my fault. If you called me and said, let's go dancing, I totally would go.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like when I go to a club, I want to have a drink, and I want to,
You can drink just because I don't drink doesn't
But
mean you
every
can't.
time I drink, you condemn me, and
Yeah,
and
if
it's
he
like,
comes to my house and drinks my dad's liquor.
it's not but
That's
I
a little different.
I have a glass of wine. Her dad has wine, and she had the. I had some sake. She didn't want any sake, but she didn't like make it a big deal about it.
All right,
you know?
Marissa, let me ask you about after the club. Then did you have a chance to unwind?
Yeah, we just went for coffee and we just hung out there. And
Mm-hmm.
we got to know each other pretty well, obviously, through the night, but there weren't any distractions when we went for coffee, so it was nice. We got to discuss our aspirations and dreams, and we both have a lot in common where we both are very compatible, and both like children and like animals, and
Now,
that's
Frida, this
important
is
to
a
me.
pretty heavy conversation the two of them
Well,
were having.
no,
Well, wait a minute now, because Frida said earlier that her and Bryce don't have these kind of
No, we
conversations.
had a conversation
Yeah, really.
in the beginning.
Once.
We did.
We have them
No,
all the time.
We've
Like-
had like 2.
because she's stuck in her own thing. It's like, you know,
It's
if
all
I
my
don't,
fault,
if I
you're
don't,
right.
if I don't believe what, you know, everything that she believes, it's like, well, then I'm wrong.
All right, Bryce,
You know
before
what
the
I mean?
date ended,
He's
did
the
you
same
feel some
way.
teasing because you said Frida would tease you and then leave you high and dry?
Well, I felt at the end of our date there was just a lot of sexual tension. I'm so attracted to her, and I wanted to give her more than just a hug. And I didn't know if it was right at the time, but so we just ended it with a great hug and, you know, a kiss on the cheek. But I definitely, you know, would have liked more. But that's my own fault. I guess I was kind of the tease
And
at
I'm not
that point.
promiscuous, by the way. I know.
And he was still
No, he
attracted
likes
to her.
promiscuous
I'm not,
women.
though.
So, but he was still
That's
attracted
good.
to her, even though she wasn't promiscuous, I
Absolutely.
guess. Okay, well,
Absolutely.
things ended sort of gentlemanly-like. Very good. Was Marissa's hearty appetite enough to give Bryce a change of heart? We don't know yet, but we're going to find out later. Next, though, we meet the man that Frida dated, and we'll hear what happened on their date, so stay with us. Welcome back to Change of Heart. We just heard what happened on Bryce's date with Marissa, and now we're going to meet the man that Frida dated. Now, Frida wishes Bryce were just a little less hyper, a little smarter, and hadn't been intimate with their landlord. So we matched her up with a very bright guy who promises he'd never set foot in their apartment building or laid a hand on their landlord. Please welcome Rossio Perez. Rossio, nice to see you. Bryce, let me ask you, do you think Rossio is your landlord's type?
No, she wouldn't go for him.
No?
Hey, you don't know. We just moved in. Nah, just kidding.
Frida, let me ask you, since you actually spent some time with Rossio, you said you wanted a guy who would challenge you mentally. Did you get that from Rossio?
Yeah, definitely. We talked on the phone for like an hour or two before, and I just was totally into him. I was so excited.
Good start.
Well,
Now, Bryce, here the two of them hadn't even met face to face, and she's having better conversations, at least she thinks so, than
You
she
know,
can have with you.
that's the same thing that happened with us. It was the first date. We talked for 5 hours, not 2. And you know, a relationship is something that takes time. It's like, you know, I mean, you could have a good conversation in an hour or 2. That's not what I heard from her, though. I mean, you know.
Okay. Frida, let's talk about looks. How do the two compare, the two guys?
Well, look at him. I mean, he's dark. Look at his eyes. He's very exotic. He's big.
She goes for that. I
Bryce
guess,
is
you know.
beautiful too. Don't get me wrong.
Right. Now, Rossio, did you have any idea what Frida was going to look like?
Yeah, from talking to her on the phone, I knew from her descriptions of herself, I knew she was gonna be really beautiful. But when I saw her, it was
I
just
describe myself.
no, just just in general, just the way you sounded and everything. And when I saw her, it was like, wow. I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Rossio, what was something else you found out interesting about Frida once you met?
Just the way she wants to bring up her kids, she's very she grew up I guess in cities and stuff like that. So just she wants her kids to have a lot more freedom than just growing up in an inner city and things like
They're
that.
gonna be naked all
Yeah,
the time.
naked in the
Good luck
island.
finding a father for him, too. You know.
You let them run around and be naked all the time? Is that what you
I
said?
want to live like in the woods.
Her ideal man, I'm telling you.
Marissa,
I'm a total tomboy.
Tomboy. She wants to run around naked with them, so I'm all
so
for that.
everybody's free and open. Frida, were there other ways that you were connected to Rossio, do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's an artist. I'm an artist. That's
She's a
like
good artist.
my life aspiration is.
So that was
to
a
do-
good common bond then
and
for
he's
the two of you.
amazing. Oh my God.
And now, Rossio, tell us how you were drawn to art to begin with.
Drawn to art. I used to do a lot of graffiti earlier on before it became a felony, and so that kind of changed my mind about drawing on walls to drawing on canvas.
And Bryce, do you do any kind of artistic drawings or anything?
Thanks to me, he just started.
Well, I mean, I draw a lot. I like to draw, but I don't do it as much as I should. But,
He
you know.
started when he's with me though. If I give him something.
And
He'll
but
draw
Frida,
like
who the
Bart
better
Simpson.
artist between the two is who?
Definitely Rossio.
Rossio, did Frida show you anything besides her art?
Yeah, I know her parents did modeling before, so she wants to follow in their footsteps, and she wants to be a big time model. So I saw some of the early on pictures that she has in a book, and awesome, totally awesome. And
Frida, did you guys ever leave the coffee shop, or was the entire date spent there?
Yeah, we did leave the coffee shop.
Eventually.
He planned this huge, like we went to this really neat art fair thing, and he planned the whole thing, which was very impressive. Because
Was something you don't get from Bryce,
You know,
what
I
you said
plan,
earlier.
I plan stuff. It just never works
But
out.
it was really, really neat. Just this huge art fair, all kinds of stuff to look at. It's beautiful.
Frida, do Bryce and Rossio have anything in common?
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, they have both have bad table manners.
Not too good at the table.
No, they were kind of cute. Like, okay, Bryce eats like so fast. I think I eat fast. He's done way before me. This guy, he's like, we're like halfway into our meal. He's like, "Where's your napkin?" I'm like, "In my lap." He's like, "Oh."
All right, Frida, besides drawing, anything else that was you had in common with Rossio?
This guy's like an amazing snowboarder. Oh my God.
Snowboarding.
And I board. That's like, that's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. And you got to have balls to board. I mean, it's a scary sport. And this guy just,
we went through a
goes
lot.
at it. And he's taught me some tips too. Like on a trampoline, you can practice.
Some moves?
All kinds of moves. Yeah.
Does Bryce snowboard at all?
No, he's tried once. He's tried once. Because he grew up in Colorado. He told me he grew up in Colorado, so.
So
he's
once
tried
when
that.
you grew up in Colorado.
No, but he's tried. No, he has balls. He tried it.
Tried it.
Do you ski?
Congratulations on your one attempt anyway, Bryce. Frida, did things get romantic at some point then on your date?
Not like. There was one time where it was on a boat. We had to take a boat to get there, and there's like a bazillion stars and ocean, so pretty at night. And I'm like in this little kind of tight area, and he comes and stands next to me, and there was like a moment of, and I wish he would have tried something, but he didn't.
See, if I would've
What happened
known
to
that,
Rossio? Come on.
I just get retarded around girls in general. And
He told me that.
I'm pretty much clueless when it comes to that. So it's like I like follow, take the lead, but like I had no idea.
So if they're not making a move.
If there is another chance to it, I'll take it.
All right, well, both of them had really nice dates. Will Bryce and Frida have a change of heart, or are they going to stay together? That's what we're going to find out. And during the break, they're going to make their decision. We'll find out next, so don't go away. Welcome back to Change of Heart. Now is the moment of truth, because during the break, Bryce and Frida each made a final decision about the future of their relationship, and there's no turning back now. Will they stay together, or have they had a change of heart? Now, Frida, you said you came on the show to see if you could accept Bryce with all his problems and then all his faults, or was it time to move on? So that's what we were trying to settle. Bryce, we're actually going to start with you, though. Now, you said you wanted somebody that wasn't a sexual tease. Somebody that didn't wander off when you guys were out together, and in fact, somebody that liked going out and having a good time, like you. Right. Now, there you were with Marissa. You had a great time. It sounded like a really fun date. You said she was more your type and that whole thing, but you do have some time with Frida in your relationship.
True.
So decision time, Bryce, what do you say?
Well, Marissa's, we had the funnest time, and we totally clicked, and, I'm totally attracted to her. I think she's, one of a kind. She's beautiful. We have so much in common. But at the same time, me and Frida, I like being with her. She's one of my best friends. She's a good friend to me, and I care about her a lot. But at the same time, I think I'd be missing out if I didn't have a change of heart.
Okay. Now, Bryce, I guess it's safe to say you'd like to see Marissa again.
Yes.
And Marissa, is that okay with you?
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. Now, Frida, you said you wanted to date somebody that was less hyper. Somebody that would mentally challenge you a little more than you got from Bryce. And then, of course, it was important that they weren't dating or previously had dated your landlord. So you had a really good date with Rossio. You guys have a lot in common. Artist, the snowboarding. You had a good time out. Bryce wants a change of heart. What do you say, Frida?
Bryce is great. Bryce and I have been together for like 4 months. He is a great friend. He lives upstairs, so can't beat that. And Rossio, we had a great time. He definitely challenged me more spiritually and artistically. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna have a change of heart and go with neither.
Now, Frida, wait, I'm not sure I heard you, but I heard a but in there, so go ahead.
And go with neither.
You're gonna stay a solo.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
try to find a full package.
Rossio, sorry things didn't work out for you on this end.
That's cool.
All right, Frida, you wanted to find out if you could accept Bryce and all his faults, and obviously you can't, and it's time to move on. He decided that also, so Bryce, good luck with your new relationship. And Frida, I'm sure there's somebody out there just waiting to meet you that you'll be better off with, so good luck there. That's our show for today. Thanks to Frida. and Rossio. And good luck to Bryce and Marissa. We'll see you next time here on Change of Heart.